Greetings, everyone. This is Judge from the Cosmic Answer LLC coming to you once again with another edition of Judge's Vedic Perspective. How's everyone doing today? I'm excited because I love doing what I do, and let's find out why you're the most interesting person in the world. Today, or this evening, or tonight, wherever you are in the world, I'm launching a new series called Sun in the Nakshatras, 2022 through 2023. I am doing this because I notice a lot of monthly horoscopes, but I want all of you to know I'm going to be doing horoscopes based on each of the 28 nakshatras, if you include Abjit along with that. The reason why, because this is what Vedic astrology is all about. The lunar mansions, not just the 12 Rashis. So I know a lot of astrologers put out a month-to-month horoscope for all of you, but I'm going to be putting out 28 because nakshatras are important. So starting off, we're going to cover Aswini. And Aswini is about the two horsewomen or the Kumaras. Yes, definitely the Kumaras. Dashra and Nastya. Why is Aswini the first nakshatra? Because like a pony that comes out of the womb, they are ready to gallop across the countryside. Free-spirited, like an infant baby that just wants to explore. And that's what is going to happen on the 14th of April of this year, because that's when Sun is exalted and goes into Aries, Sidereal Aries, as a matter of fact. So we're not starting this on April Fools. We're going to, this video is about the date of the 14th of April. So I'm going to go over the planetary positions of that day, how it's going to correlate with all of you, and we're going to cover all 12 signs. So let's get started, shall we? I'm going to pull up a screen here. All right. Here's the planetary positions once the sun goes into Aswini on the 14th of April. As you see here, all the other grahas also coincide. You notice the sun is in Aswini. Mercury is also in Aswini. We're going to cover this. Venus is in Shatabishak. That's part of Aquarius. Moon is in Uttra Falguni, part of Leo. Rahu is in Kritika, the 29th degree of Aries. Ketu in Libra of Vishaka, 29th degree of Libra. Mars is in its own nakshatra of Dhanishta in Aquarius. Jupiter has just entered into Pisces at Purva Bhadrapada. And Saturn is in Dhanishta in the final degrees of Capricorn. Now, I want everyone to notice this here. There are no retrogrades in this chart. So here's what I'm going to explain to you. As the sun is in Aries and in Aswini Nakshatra with no retrogrades, this is going to be a fun month for all of you. With no retrogrades, everything that you do is going to be forward thinking, direct, persevering. So get ready to do what you have to do and prepare yourself for a fun time. And as I said, I'm going to keep this brief because I know everyone wants to get to what does that apply to me, starting with Aries. So we're looking at the Aries chart, the North Indian chart of all of those that are in Aries Ascendant, or you can apply this to Aries Moon if you prefer. Notice here, we have Rahu, Mercury, Sun, and the Ascendant all in Aries. For all of you Aries Ascendants, It's time to get involved with your personality. It's time for you to rock and shine and bring out that inner youthfulness in you. I don't care how old you are. You could be 93 all the way to 14. The world is ready to see who you are. Because if you look here, that's a lot of energy in your first house and is looking directly at others. So others are going to be a bit detached from themselves and they're going to all focus on you. So if you're in any position to where you need to shine, your career or sports, this is the time to take advantage of it, Aries ascendants. Definitely notice that you have Mercury there, so you're going to be very communicative. Sun is there, your ego is strong. Rahu is there, so it's also going to amplify. Now, because it's at the 29th degree, it may venture more towards the second house, so definitely focus on your values and your family. Okay, this is for all of the Taurus ascendants. You have a lot of Aswini energy going on in your 12th house. What does this mean for Taurus ascendants? For one, Taurus, your chart lord is going to be in the 10th house. So something about duty that you're focusing on. However, having that moment to shine to be young may be out of your way for this moment because the 12th house is everything behind you and everything that you're not really focused on, but is going to eventually catch up to you. So one thing I recommend for Taurus ascendants, enjoy being a kid when no one else is around and when you're ready to depart for your day. Indulge in something that you love, like hobbies, videos, drinking a late glass of wine, because this tells me you've been working so hard here because Venus is there. You don't really have time for yourself. So K2 is going to shut that down. Make sure you're not focused so much on your livelihood and retreat here and be that young, graceful mare that was just born that's ready to gallop on the gracelands, all right? For Gemini ascendants, look where that Aswini energy is located. It's in the 11th house. Definitely the 11th house. You may have some siblings, an older sibling that is having the time of their life. I recommend you go visit them. And also, there's some great things going on with your career as far as gains. They're ready to celebrate you because your Mercury, your chart lord, is also right there. So definitely get involved in something that's going to fulfill your hopes, wishes, dreams, and desires because it's there. And I honestly want you to enjoy that about yourselves. And I wouldn't focus too much on what makes you know how to have fun. Allow others to do that for you. Because K2 is there. You want to express yourself, but now it's not the time this month. Go over here and allow others to appreciate who you are. I guarantee you it'll be rewarding. Cancer ascendants. This Aswini energy is in the 10th house. Notice this. You're going to be in the forefront. You're going to be the captains of this month. But they're going to see a side of you that they never saw because Cancers are normally nurturing, responsible, doting people, but they're going to see the fun child out of you for once. And they need to see that because everybody at work is strict and responsible. But look where your moon is. Your moon is right here in the 2nd house. They're going to hear you speak more because it's in Leo of Uttara Falguni. That means you're going to have a one-track mind and devoted and dedicated to one source. So why not allow that to be here? Because the sun rules your 2nd house. So allow everyone to see that other side of you instead of that take charge carrying kind of person. So allow everyone to embrace your inner child at work. All right, the Leo ascendants. Leos, this Aswini energy is in your 9th house. Go see how your father's doing. Maybe he wants to go on vacation or have a good time. Also, now is a good time to travel, Leo ascendants, because you're going to be doing something that you never had as a kid, and you're going to have so much fun as everything is going direct in this month of April. And notice that your chart lord, the sun, is also there. So definitely do something for yourselves regarding your pops, teachers, and blessings that are coming from past lives to allow you to learn something new and to engage in and be like that child again that's eager to learn something a lot higher than yourself. Because that Rahu energy is definitely going to amplify it as it's in that Kritika portion. It just got in Kritika. So whatever is preventing you from having fun as far as long distance travel, your teachers and your father, Rahu's going to cut it off so you can enjoy yourselves, all right? All right, Virgo ascendants. You're responsible, medically inclined, fun police natives. Here's my advice for you, Virgos. Get ready for some transformation. Get ready for some sudden events and changes. And get ready for some court litigations. That's the bad news. The good news is face adversity with a smile, with that childlike spirit, and enjoy the roller coaster ride. Because when you go to an amusement park and you get on a thrill ride, are you frightened or are you ready to have fun and let go? This is my advice for all of you Virgos in the month of April. The sun is here, Mercury is there, and Rahu is there. It's not the most pleasant of the 12, but you might as well laugh in the face of danger when it comes. If you get in an accident, laugh it off. If you get drunk, laugh it off. Because this also lets me know if you embrace that side, sudden blessings will also come to you. Yes, indeed. Libra ascendants, the fair and balanced ones. Well, look where Aswini is going in your natural placement of the 7th house. Libras, it's time to forget you for a moment and focus on others because that's what you're great at. Everybody that comes to you, they're not going to be as responsible as you think. They just want to enjoy this direct month because everything is direct, excluding Rahu and Ketu because they're always retrograde, give or take. But they are ready to see you calm down and allow them to be free and swift like the horse. Because look at your 5th house, Libras. You got Mars and Venus there. April is technically going to be your Valentine's month. And look at your partners that wants to just be free and be a child with you. So there may be a lot of sexual activity going on for you Librans, all right? And allow your romantic spouse, partner, or business partners to just bless you, reward you with gift cards, allow you to have a getaway, because it's time for you to chill and relax and then let other people have fun for you. And not to mention Jupiter in your 6th house. So don't worry about your health. It's time to get indulgent. Scorpios. Yes, Scorpios. The ones that knows no bounds when it comes to power, drama, and chaos. Aswini is happening in your 6th house. And where is your chart lord? Right here in the 4th. Scorpios, it's time to go home and get happy. And with this in the 6th house, it's time to have fun with all opposition. I would advise you of your health. Stay away from anything hot. You don't need that right now because you got enough pitta in your 6th house boiling for you Scorpio ascendants. But notice here, you're going to have lots of fun because Jupiter is in its own sign. And with that nakshatra, it's in Purva Bhadrapada. People are going to think You're not having fun, but you really are. It's time to chill from competitions and just be free. It's going to be all right. I would have fun. This is a good month for Scorpio ascendants because if you look here, Saturn is in its own sign of Capricorn in efforts. So you're going to be putting a lot of efforts right there. Saturn moves slow. So there may be a chance of you going on a spiritual retreat, doing certain things of that nature. And with Sun, Mercury, Rahu in the sixth house. Again, a lot of opponents that you know that are younger than you are going to want to challenge you, but that's okay. You got to match that energy with your own inner child, all right? Sagittarius ascendants. Jupiter is your chart lord. And again, Jupiter's in the fourth house. There's something about you that you need to resolve at home. Definitely take care of that. It's on your side. I wouldn't talk to anyone regarding older siblings. They're not having the most fun of times, but definitely engage with your children. A lot of you Sagittarians love to teach. It's time to be a child at the end of the school year because school is winding up for most of you. Let your students know that I can be a kid too, especially with recent movies coming out like Sonic the Hedgehog. If you're an 80s or 90s child, definitely let your students know Sonic came out in my day, because a lot of children are going to be excited about that, especially with Aries, because Aries is speed. And that's what Sonic is all about. So Sagittarius ascendants, all of you, definitely have fun with your children, with your own extracurricular activities, and play some lottery. You may have a good chance of winning. Capricorns, the accomplished ones. Boy, have you had some time in 2022 already, because Saturn has been in its own sign since January 24th of 2020. So Capricorns, I applaud you. You got a lot of work done. I know you're tired and you're stressed, but the results are coming when Saturn goes into Aquarius the 29th of April. But I want you to focus on the Aswini here in your fourth house. It's time for you to get into your creative side. It's time for you to change things up that fits that teenager, that young boy or girl in you in your household. And your mom is ready to party. Your mom is winding down, getting ready to enjoy her life. She doesn't know about you, but I suggest you join her, call her, especially during the horary hours of Venus or Moon, because that represents somebody you love and your mother. Horary astrology is for another day, but my experienced listeners know what I'm talking about. So definitely go home, talk to your parents, discover something that she always wanted to tell you when she was a child. Because look here, Moon is Karaka for mother, and is sitting right there in the eighth house. She has some sudden news for you. Aquarius ascendants, man or woman, got some news for you. Venus is in the ascendant. Mars is in the ascendant. Gentlemen, you're going to be looking extra handsome this month. Women, you're going to be looking quite dazzling. Whenever Venus goes into the ascendant, it makes you look beautiful and far attractive for mates. So if you're married, watch your husbands, watch your wives, all right? Now, we're focusing on this Aswini energy of the sun. So there's something about your siblings, your younger siblings, that just wants to be your little brother and your little sister even more. They're going to be calling you. They're going to be telling you about what your dad has done, because son is Karaka for father. So definitely focus on what is going on in your local community. It's going to be fun. There's going to possibly be an amusement park or some type of event like a trader's village or a flea market that's going to have a lot of activity for children. So I suggest you find out what's going on in your area and have fun, because that's what the third house is about. Definitely when it comes to courage and efforts, just be a kid, relax, laugh and have fun. This is K2 energy. K2 rules Aswini. So definitely channel in what you did as a child, get in contact with your siblings and have a good time, all right? Because Saturn is in your 12th house, slowing things down, and Jupiter is in its own house. So there's going to be a lot of food. If there's a carnival or rodeo going on, definitely indulge to strengthen your chart. And Pisces. Pisces, your chart lord is at home. So you definitely going to be near some body of water. You're going to become more dreamy, spiritually inclined. I suggest you visit a metaphysical shop. There's going to be some goodies there for you, because second house is the enhancement of the first. So whatever you do to contribute here is going to support you right there. Something's going on in your family. Set up a family reunion to where it goes back to the grassroots of everything. Definitely plan a family reunion for later on, if not in this month. This is a good time to reunite with old family members. They're going to let their guard down and be happy to see you. A lot of activity going on there. Also pay attention to your 12th house, because Venus and Mars in the 12th house means there's going to be a lot of wanderlust going on behind the scenes. I would definitely plan a getaway with your husband, wife, a romantic partner of interest, because it's going to be a wonderful period for you Pisces, because y'all been through a lot with the moon in the 6th house and K2 in the 8th. It's time to focus on you, because in Nadi astrology, the 12th, the 1st, and the 2nd is all about you. It's time to get selfish, Pisces. So that is what I wanted to convey to everyone today as we go through Sun in Aswini. It's time to have fun. It's time to be a kid again. And again, there are no planets, excluding Rahu and Ketu, that are retrograde. They are all direct. So when you watch this video, go back to what applies to you from the moon placement or the ascendant. And also subscribe to my channel, The Cosmic Answer LLC. Leave your questions and comments, and I'll be more than happy to elaborate more, because this is just for face value. All right, so this is Judge signing out with another edition of Judge's Be the Perspective. And again, you're the most interesting person in the world. Until I see you again, be blessed. Namaste and happy April, everyone.